Hello everyone, my name is Will and welcome to the Brick Zone. I'm here today with World of Warcraft Mega Bloks set number 91001, Colton. The set was originally released in 2012 and included 28 pieces. I'd just like to point out before I start that I don't actually play World of Warcraft myself. I don't know the name of the weapons or the armor or anything about the lore. I just like to think of them as Mega Bloks' sort of castle or fantasy line. So, here's the figure you get in the set. His name is Colton. He comes armed with this large battle axe. Comes in this gunmetal gray silver color. His armor looks pretty cool. That comes in this goldish yellow color, some tannish brown, some blue and white. A lot of colors going on. You can see the front of his armor. Has some nice intricate designs there. As for his head sculpt, it looks a little derpy looking. I'm not a fan of the parted hair. His haircut in general just doesn't look good to me. I do like his gauntlets, which he has on his wrists. I think those look pretty cool. The spikes in the blue, I think it looks good against the yellow. You can see he has those very large shoulder pads for his armor. And on the back here you can see a clip which you insert into the hole on his back, which is very similar to the Halo Mega Bloks figures where you can attach most of the weapons with the handle. But in this case, here's the battle axe, and you can just attach it like that, and it works out pretty well. I think that's a pretty good look. And that clip is in this dark gray color, so it's not distracting or anything. So I think he's a pretty cool figure. Another thing to point out I should show is that he can detach his arms, so like this, and you can actually take out the shoulder pads like this, and you can kind of swap them out with any other World of Warcraft figures you have. I think before the new superposable figures that they're using, I think starting with the Call of Duty figures, and then they transitioned to, or they started implementing them into the Halo line. I feel like this was an early version of like, I guess a customization you could do on figures. Because I know with the Halo figures at least you can swap out like the shoulder pads, and you can slide out the, let's see, like the leg armor. I think that's what this reminds me of, how the shoulder armor here slides out, like very similar to the Halo figure's leg armor. And in addition to that, well, like you saw me pull off his arm and the shoulder armor, you could also take this off, his entire torso armor, and you can, whoops, you can take that off, and underneath is just this pretty plain looking gray torso. But the point is that you can take that off, and like the shoulder armor, you can just swap it out with some of your other figures. So, not in the new articulation, in the old articulation, these old molds of figures, but I like the customization option. The main build of the set is the small terrain piece. It's basically a small wall with a couple of torches on the side. I do like those torch pieces. I think those are pretty cool. Here, I'll just take this off and give you guys a better look. And I do like those flames as well. Very nice. Attached by a stud. And I think the other interesting thing here are the rounded bricks they kind of use for the brick effect, like real bricks, and the 2x2 tile there with the insignia or the symbol of their faction. I don't know the name of them, but it looks to me like a lion of sorts. Comes in blue and yellow. And yeah, really that's about it. So, just gonna put Colton back here. In my area, I don't think these sold particularly well, just because I saw a bunch of them on clearance. That's how I have a bunch of these World of Warcraft Mega Bloks sets. They were just all on massive clearance a year or two back. I guess because no one in my area at least was buying them. So I just took the opportunity to try them out. But you know, I think they're pretty good in my opinion, just as a standalone, I guess, castle theme. Because like I mentioned, I don't play the games, but I think the figures are cool. Like, I really like the customization you get with the armor, which you can like swap out between figures, and I think the weapons usually look pretty cool. I don't like the material of the weapons. Like, they're a little rubbery, and they can kind of bend easily, and if you bend them too hard, they get kind of distorted in packaging sometimes. As for this pack, I think it's pretty good. I mean, the terrain piece is kind of plain, but that usually comes with the territory with this sort of size set. It's usually mostly about the figures. So overall, I like it. So leave a comment below with any thoughts you have on, I guess, World of Warcraft or the video. If you want, you know, point out all the things I didn't mention about the lore, just names of all this stuff, just because, you know, I'm not really into that. Like or dislike the video, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.